And good evening, everyone. Thanks for clicking on WDTV.com. I'm Carrie Lynn Galiotis.
And I'm Ben Katko. Here's the stories we've been following all day long on 5 News. It took crews about an hour to put out an early morning gas well fire in Gilmer County today.
That's right. It all started around 10 o'clock this morning on Barbecue Run Road in Normantown, just outside of Glenville. Now, workers were pumping oil from one tank to another when some of that fuel spilled on the exhaust of the motor on the pump, and that's when the sparks started to fly. Now, at one point, the flames climbed more than 300 feet, and firefighters said that it was lucky that it was contained to just the well site. Both gas tanks were fully consumed by the blaze when crews got to the scene. Now, they determined the fire had no threat of damaging property or someone's life, so they decided to let the fire burn until they could shut off the gas. The Environmental Protection Agency was on the scene since there was oil involved. Firefighters said the EPA checked the scene and it cleared pretty quickly. Protective booms, though, were put in the nearby water just in case any oil were to leak.
A reality TV star from the Mountain State is facing drug charges tonight after she was arrested late last night in Nicholas County. 24-year-old Salwa Amin of MTV's Buckwild was arraigned today on felony charges of possession of a controlled substance with the intent to deliver. The state police say a multi-agency task force arrested Amin and 2 others at a home in Summersville after getting a tip from an informant. Officers found oxycodone pills and heroin at the house. MTV says the network doesn't have a comment at this time. We reported late last week that Buckwild has been picked up for a second season. Amin is still in the Central Regional Jail on a $200,000 bond.
Well, a Doddridge County teen accused of killing members of his own family was one of 16 people indicted by a grand jury today. Joseph B. Spencer was indicted on 3 counts of murder, and just a few months ago it was decided that Spencer would be tried as an adult. Spencer's mother, dad, and sister were found dead at the home on Labor Day. Now, also indicted was 19-year-old Gerald Jones. State police said Jones performed sexual acts with an incarcerated woman at the North Central Regional Jail while he was a correctional officer there. The full list of indictments can be found on our website.
It seems that the city of Bridgeport is following the law with its fire fee that has been put in place since 2011. On Friday, a Harrison County judge ruled in favor of the city. Some residents who don't live inside city limits but are in Bridgeport's first due area have been fighting that fee. According to Connect Bridgeport, City Attorney Norm Farley said he had always thought it was a strong case because the city used a statute where people who live outside city limits but use a city providing service can pay a fee for it. There can still be an appeal to the West Virginia State Supreme Court over this case. Also making news, Catholics around the world are wondering who's going to be the next pope after Benedict XVI made a surprise announcement this morning at a meeting of the Vatican Cardinals. He said he was going to resign at the end of the month.
That's right. The Bishop of the Diocese of Wheeling and Charleston supports the Pope's decision to step down, saying it shows his love and devotion for the Church. Bishop Michael Bransfield has met the Pope on quite a few occasions at the Vatican, once on the Pope's birthday. Pope Benedict's unexpected resignation seemed to be on the minds of everyone attending today's Mass. Now, the Bishop said today that the Pope is being realistic about his physical limitations.
I think that his physical condition he's extremely aware of, and that has impaired him. And I don't think he has the strength or the stamina to do the job that he thinks has to be done.
Bransfield said he admires Benedict for his courage and humility.
All right, let's take a look at what our newsroom's working on for Fox 10 at 10 and 5 News at 11 tonight. First up, we'll take you through the process of getting a concealed carry permit and what you need to do before you even think about applying for one.
Plus, we're going to talk more about the early morning gas well fire that erupted in Gilmer County today.
And that's what's making news this evening. Of course, be sure, again, to tune in to Fox 10 at 10 with Carrie Lynn Galiotis, 5 News at 11 with myself. That's tonight for the latest news and weather. We'll see you then.
And until then, have a great night.